Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over part 5 of the warehouse design series, and in this part we're actually going to be taking a look at the egress path and exits inside of the warehouse. So per code for different states, and it's going to be different state to state and country to country, you are required to have a certain amount of exits and egress paths to exit the building in case of an emergency. So in this video, like I said, we're going to go over where to put those, how many we're going to put in, and this should be a little bit of a shorter lesson, but with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, real quick, before we get started, please consider subscribing to the channel below. If you like the video or find it helpful, give it a like below. Both of those things kind of show me what videos are doing well, how the channel's doing, and if you guys like the content. And if you want to see something that is not shown or I forgot something, leave it in the comments section below as well. One other thing real quick is I am not a complete professional. I am not a structural design engineer, nor am I an architectural design engineer. So there are going to be things within this that are going to change city to city, state to state, country to country. So please reach out to your local government to find out what your rules and regulations are for your warehouse or your commercial building. All right, so we're kind of going to switch gears from what we went over in the last lesson where we went over bathrooms in the main office and the front entry area. And this time, again, based on the description and the introduction, we're going to be looking at egress and exit paths within the warehouse. So these are going to just be external exit paths that are required by law. And that law is really going to depend on, or the amount you're going to need by law is dependent on city to city, state to state, and country to country. So if you don't know how many exit paths you need from the building, you need to contact your local government and kind of figure it out. There should be contractors that'll be able to work with you, or people in those offices that will know the correct amount based on the head count you're going to hire. So within the state that I have, we are going to be putting in exit paths, 3 of them on each side of the dock door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to be putting 2 on the bottom and then 1 up at the top. And that probably is a little bit overkill for what we need based on the possible head count in this building. But we're just going to, kind of put them in there anyways. It's never a bad idea to have too many exits. You will not get in trouble for it, but you could get in trouble for having not enough. I mean, if you don't have enough, theoretically speaking, they can shut down your operation or not allow you to move into the building. So again, very important to check with your local laws. So let's get started here. And again, we're just going to put them where these circles are at. Now I have the door drawn out, and we just used the same doors that we used for the office space. And instead we were, kind of manipulating them a little bit to fit into the wall, but we're going to copy this one. And we're going to get the midpoint right there and bring it down to the midpoint here, which is the center of that wall, just to make it kind of look nice. And we're actually going to delete these lines now. And we're going to delete this line as well because I don't need it. Now we're going to bring this one, we're going to copy that selection and bring it down here to do these doors. And for these doors, I'm going to need to rotate them. So we are going to rotate into that orientation, and then we're going to copy them, get the center point, hit that one, and the third down here. Gonna back out of that, and we're going to erase all the lines we do not need. Lines and circles, I should say. And the beautiful thing is I have the other layers locked, so I cannot erase those lines. All right, now we're going to move to the bottom of the building. We're going to bring this down again. We're going to move it down here, and we're going to need to rotate it again. We're going to now copy it, bring that to the midpoint, and bring the other one over here. Let's erase all the lines. And one last time, we're going to bring it to the last side where all the dock doors are. We're going to copy it again. We could copy it or move it. Either works. And we are going to rotate this to orient correctly. Now we're going to copy it this time for sure and bring it into where it's supposed to be. And we're going to do what we did before and just delete all of the lines. Whoop. That is not right. We're going to move this up. There we go. And hopefully the others are right. They do not look right, which means we'll just have to move them up. Not a problem. And we can delete all these extra ones now, because we do not need them. And as you can see, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 egress paths that you can take to exit the building. All right, so the last thing we're going to go over is the exterior of these exit doors. So as you can see here, some of these exit doors are actually where the dock doors are. And if you've ever seen a warehouse, there is a little bit of a drop off between the dock door side and the ground. It's about 3 to 4 feet, but it's so the trailer can easily align when they back in to the warehouse level. That way there's no ramp or hill they have to go up or down to load the truck in. That means that you're going to need a staircase outside of the warehouse. Now, I have seen this done 2 different ways. I've seen a staircase outside and a staircase inside. I would prefer to put the staircase outside because when I'm trying to exit, I don't want to have the risk of falling down the stairs when I'm trying to exit, especially if it's a panic situation or it's a dark situation. So we're going to put a staircase in the exterior of the building instead of the interior, but only on the doors that are next to the dock doors for the trailers. So to do that, we have the staircase right here, and I actually made a little bit of a mistake. I know we erased these lines, but I put them back in, and sometimes that's just the way it rolls. But we needed a center line for those doors and to align with these staircases. So we're going to take the staircase, and we're going to rotate this one, bring it down here, and we are going to copy this selection now. I'm going to go with the center point again, and then I can align that actually to the center point of the door right there. And there you go. We have our staircase. Now I shouldn't have clicked out of that. Let's copy it again and bring them down here. Center point. You have the staircase, and then we've got one more. And we'll bring the staircase over. And like I said, we're just doing it on the dock door sides. You don't need to do it on the other sides. Those should theoretically be level to the ground. If they're not level to the ground, then you will need to add stairs. But if they are level like these are, then you're fine. So we're going to rotate this. There we go. Copy that selection. Make sure it's centered. And bring it to where the doors are. Alright, we'll delete these because we do not need them anymore. And I'll go ahead and go back through and delete those other lines that we don't need. But as you can see, you have now the staircases on the dock door sides. The other thing I want to point out too with the staircases on the dock door sides is that these little yellow things are actually going to be ballards, and that way trucks run the risk of them backing up into it. They won't hit the staircase, they'll hit the ballard hopefully, and that'll get kind of torn apart versus the staircase itself. The other thing I will say too is we will add striping in another video when we reach the point to where we want to put kind of parking spots for trailers. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video here. Again, a little bit of a shorter video comparatively to the last one. This one's arguably just as important or more important based on, kind of when you want to get rolling with your warehouse or, your timelines. You'll need to have these emergency exits. But I want to thank you for watching. Again, like the video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the section if I missed anything.